I'm Nick Mikhailovsky, CEO of POIdo, the location-based advertising platform. For the past 5 years, I and my custom development team have been working on a lot of custom special action advertising engines, doing special action advertising engine for every major tobacco and beer brand in Russia and for the North in the US, for example. And for the past 2 years, we have been doing a lot of work, custom development work in location-based services. So this project is a bit of crossing of our previous experience in those areas. So we are a location-based advertising platform, man in the middle between the advertisers who are local businesses. Imagine your tire repair shop or McDonald's. And publishers who are the location-based services, be they mobile or just websites. The problem is that local businesses don't have a way to advertise that's both measurable and efficient. Internet advertising don't work for your tire repair shop because you don't drive across the city to change your flat tires. You need it now and here, locally. And location-based services now currently also lack an efficient way to monetize. So we are solving problems for both sides. That's a huge market opportunity. Everybody knows that. There is a lot of estimates, but what is important for me is that location-based loyalty generators, that's check-in services like Foursquare, Goala, and the likes, are a different part of marketing strategy for any business, local, small, or big, because loyalty programs is customer retention, and advertising is customer acquisition. And for bigger brands, that's just two different departments. And for smaller customers, that's also true, and they understand how does that work. And we have seen that working over here in Moscow, Russia, and we have seen that working door to door in Houston, Texas. Of course, with this huge market opportunity, there is a lot of competitors springing and springing and springing. The pioneers of the field have been Japanese serious technology who have started the first location-based advertising network in Japan in the year 2006. And now they are acquired by Yahoo Japan. But we have launched in time with most of other services outside of Japan, like in terms of week difference, launched with several our US competitors. And we have certain competitive advantages that we think will allow us to compete on a global location-based service, location-based advertising market. So currently we have several features that distinguish us, and we think they are important for the industry. And we have something that unfair advantage, and we're going to build some sustainable advantage. Well, speaking of unique features, one thing that's pretty much obvious is, but we're first to do, is something that GoTo.com did for internet advertising in the year '95. What they did invent, they invented bidding for keywords. That's very simple. If you have limited, not vocabulary, limited space to advertise, you just can't show users too much advertising. And thus, you should show the best advertising for the publisher. This means that advertisers start to compete for being shown. That's one thing that we did the first in the world. The other thing is, if you look, well, we have no windows over here, but if you look outside on the street, the billboards are placed where they work the best, not only at the place of the business. And somehow we are also the first in the world to do that. Now we also have APIs for both publishers and advertisers. Publisher API is plain vanilla thing That's the only way to integrate. But API for advertisers is something that allows advertisers, smart advertisers, to do great interesting things. For example, if you are a taxi dispatch system, you can drive your taxis as ads on various location-based services. Or if you're a bank, you can show your queue to the teller in this branch and in that branch, and thus route the customers to a correct branch. And we have an unfair advantage. From our previous startup that have failed, we have a still very competitive technology. The technology itself is called name entity recognition. It's a technology to recognize addresses from free text. Applied to this area, what we can do and what we are going to do on the US market, we can take a stream of generic advertising from your McDonald's or wherever and attach the advertiser to specific location and now retarget this advertisement from being run-of-a-network advertising to specific location-based advertising, thus improving both CPM and eCPM for the publisher. We have a product set. I will tell you a bit more about our US go-to-market strategy just a bit later. Now about product set. Okay, I see. The product set appeals to both large advertisers, meaning brand advertisers, and local advertisers who need performance. And we reach our target audience through a variety of channels, including large advertising agencies who sell brand awareness, retail agencies with whom we work for so long and so efficiently so that we could do a special action based on location using our platform, and small businesses who need performance, just clicks or calls to them through the internet. Our latest product is click to call, so that anybody can, from a computer, click a button, and if they have a mic and headset, just directly call the phone of the advertisers, which is important for small businesses who don't often even have a website, who need a direct contact. Now, that's a type of our early adopter. That's a taxi dispatch system who found that advertising with us provides like 2 to 3 times cheaper price per contact. Now, yes, go-to-market strategy. What are we going to do? Is to integrate with ad exchange and demand-side platforms. Serve this first to location-based ad exchange. Integrate with other services, and when we are done with all these integrations, start directly working with advertisers and local businesses. Well, the border is out of order, but that's not important. Now, we in Russia, we have excellent publisher network dominated by these technologies, and we are able to serve 100 million blog impressions per month, which is not huge, but it's okay for Russian market. We generate some revenue, not much, but we do. And we have been winning every contest over here in US and even over here in Russia and US. That's our 5th business. Several of our businesses are pretty much okay, and we use them as cash cow to fund this business development. We have been, me and Anton, in business for like 10 years, and we have done both service company and internet projects. So we are revenue generating company. We are actively building partner network and sales channels, and we're gonna execute our US go-to-market strategy. We're going probably we will soft launch in US in November, most likely 95% like that. And we need investment to help us execute this strategy. Even more important, we need to build advisory board to help us go to US market. And basically, that's it. I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Unfortunately, he exhausted all of his 10 minutes. Unless you have some pressing questions, you will have an opportunity to discuss with him during one-on-ones. But if you believe there are any questions that could be of general interest, that could highlight some points of general interest.
Are you guys moving to the US or you want to go to the US? Oh, well, probably one of us will be moving to the US, or at least be staying there almost all the time with them. Thank you.